All right, folks, it looks like this is officially the end of the Joe Biden campaign. This is really, really remarkable stuff. Now, here's a fun fact you may not know. This is the third time that Joe Biden is running for president, and he has yet to win a caucus or a primary, not even one. He has not won a single caucus or primary yet, and this is his third time running. So it's pretty embarrassing. I believe he came in fourth, third or fourth, I forgot. I think it was fourth in Iowa, but this is absolute insanity. So his massive, super fat lead that he had, okay? He had a fat lead of 10, 12 points at one point, okay? It's completely gone. It's evaporated. Now, for the first time, Sanders leads Biden in the national Quinnipiac poll. Previous poll was conducted right before Iowa and released January 28th. So it has Bernie at 25, that's +4. Biden at 17, -9. Bloomberg at 15, +7. Warren at 14, -1, and then the other, people there. But what seems to be most crucial is the game changer here seems to be Bloomberg eating away at Joe Biden's support, especially that amongst African-American voters. Now, I'm not sure why it is African-American voters or any voters in general are supporting Bloomberg. He's a horrible person who's a Republican. He's not even a Democrat at all. He's literally a conservative. He's a Republican, all right? He's not a progressive. He endorsed George W. Bush in 2004, praised him for the war on terror. This is who we're talking about. And so it's sad that it shows how much of a failure our democracy is that someone can buy it up, A, and B, it kind of shows how stupid people are, how dumb the electorate is, which is very, very unfortunate. It's very sad. But if you look at these beautiful RCP numbers here, all right, obviously Bernie's +8 in this Quinnipiac poll, but all these recent polls, they have Biden's lead slipping hardcore. So this one has Biden only up +5 in this YouGov poll. This YouGov poll, by the way, every YouGov poll gives Warren an extra 5 points for some reason. It must be I don't know if it's their propaganda outlet or what it is, but every single YouGov poll boosts Warren up 5 points. I don't know why that is. Now, this Morning Consult poll has Biden up 4, so obviously that's a huge change. This Harvard-Harris one has Biden up a lot. This NBC News one has Bernie up 1. This YouGov poll, again, boosting Warren. Warren gets about 20 points, and 18 to 20, and her average is 15, so they keep boosting her for some reason. So as you see, his numbers have been dropping, especially after the New Hampshire race, because obviously he came in fourth, and that's really embarrassing. And so people are like, dude, you can't even win New Hampshire. Nobody really cares about you. And I did a story not long ago about how, there are Biden donors who are like, yo, we might switch over to Bloomberg. We might leave because it doesn't look like Biden has much of a chance. It really doesn't. And so this is a really beautiful thing. I remember looking at the 2016 chart and watching in April, I think it was, Bernie and Hillary damn near tied. Just a beautiful sight to watch, Something you definitely, tear up at. But here you can see this is a beautiful thing. Check this out. I mean, look at this fat gap. I mean, this is such a fat gap, dude. Such a fat gap. Oh my god. It's a damn near 10 points. Okay, it's a huge gap. Look at that shit, dude. Look at that shit. So Bernie is now down 0.3. And this is the aggregate, folks. This means it's an average of all of the recent polls, okay? So this is not one poll. This is the average. The average. Okay, he's down 0.3. And it's going to keep going this way because Bloomberg is stealing his support. And then Bernie is sticking up. He's actually taking some from Warren, it looks like. And he's surging a little bit. So, when Bernie gets up 3, 4 points, 2 to 4, 5 points, and then he, and then Bloomberg steals from Biden, well, look what we have here. So this is a beautiful thing. This is the end of the Joe Biden campaign. Funny enough, Bloomberg's whole point of entering the race was to prevent a Bernie Sanders nomination. But it doesn't look like that's really happening here. So keep it up, Bloomberg. The ideal scenario is Bloomberg hits 15 or 14, and then Biden hits whatever he hits. Because if Bloomberg hits 15, he's eating into Biden's support. And so a 17 or even a 20, because Bernie's going to hit 25, So that's what he's hitting in most of these polls. So as long as he's at 17, let's even give the motherfucker 20. Go ahead, And so that is what is crucial here. But this is really awesome news.